And listen, I'm going to stand alone. I don't want to put you guys into this drama. I think Cardi B's a snoop, bro.
At two.
Yes.
You're crashing out and I'm just two-stepping.
Yeah.
Like you said.
To Kendrick.
Exactly.
Doing the... Oh, watch your running man.
She hit that though. Nah, she hit that. She hit that.
Drake is there with Bobby Altaf with his nails painted, chatting like a real white girl.
We're not talking. We're talking about LeBron right now.
In the world scene.
LeBron to what? Why do you keep on calling you that? You know what I'm saying?
That's why Oil Caravana. I don't know. I gave her.
Why is she Caribbean?
I don't know.
But speaking of Drake, I got a copyright strike for them guys, bro.
Did you DM him like, bro, what's up with the strike? And then he hit you with a voice note? brother, I don't control those things, brother. I told you to stop messing around with unreleased stuff, brother.
Okay, but be careful.
Zarly Kirk to the rescue.
Okay, idiot thing.
I think it was a Revenge Baby.
Revenge Baby is crazy.
Friday sounds like a French separatist. Like, Quebec must be its own country.
Only the cheese and the sauce, bro. That's it.
So you're not
man.
rocking with the jerk poutines, the oxtail poutines?
No, bro. And it has to be curd cheese too, right? Listen, for y'all the Torontonians, y'all try to freak the poutine game a little bit too much. Add shredded cheese, cheddar cheese, all this other shit. It has to be the curd cheese, bro.
But enough of the places be using like the lowest grade cheese blocks where it's like
plastic almost.
No, honestly.
In Quebec, they sell them at the corner stores, like at the counter.
For real.
You can buy curd cheese, like bag of curd cheese.
How do you say curd cheese in French? I know fromage is cheese.
Fromage de qued.
I guess something like that.
So wait, you don't like Smoke's Poutineery? Do you remember when Smoke's Poutineery first opened? Like everyone was on it, like late night too, and like they had the most like packed poutines. You could have like bacon, ground beef, like everything. You weren't into that?
I'm not mad at Smokes because, you know, as a poutinologist, I tried their original poutine and their original poutine is on point. All that other freaky shit that they do over there is whatever. But if their original is on point, you can go on still.
I lived in Montreal for a year and I was boxing poutines, so I'm not gonna lie. Because there are some good Jamaican spots, but where I was like downtown and things. So like, I didn't really have access to the real thing, you know. But the poutines are slapping for me still.
You got to go to like Côte de Neige or NEG,
exactly.
you know, different places to get the real West Indian food. You know what I'm saying?
So if you're in Montreal or just in Quebec in general, how much are you looking to spend on just some authentic poutine?
In these days and time, probably like $7-8. You know what I'm saying? Where once upon a time, like a poutine would probably run you like $4, $5. And you got to go to like La Belle Province. There's a very popular chain out there, or Valentine, right? Very popular chain out there. As a man who lived in Montreal, natural, you've seen La Belle Province.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. They're like McDonald's, bro.
No, exactly.
Yeah. And you can go in there, and let me just show you the Quebec meals, bro, or the Quebec fast food meals. Poutine is number one on the list, but chien chaud, steamed hot dog.
Chien chaud?
Really?
Just steamed hot dogs in a, not even like a bun that's like in a oven type of bun, like a steamed bun. Ketchup and mustard, bro.
That's some
Quebec
London
delicacy.
Is that like
UK
pigs in a
thing.
blanket or whatever? Like it's like a bun with like a...
No, it's just a hot dog with low effort, bro.
This is French. This is French courgette.
It's Quebecois. Don't put it on the French people because the French people get mad. But Quebecois, like, y'all, and people in Quebec know, bro, the chien chaud, just a hot dog with some relish and mustard, and it's like, that's the thing.
Okay, so like what's a typical Toronto man breakfast?
Toronto man breakfast.
I'd say you put some eggs in there.
I'm just going bagel, like a Tim Hortons bagel with like maybe cream cheese if you're up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Butter if it's like a struggle day.
Yeah, Tim Hortons meal would be a Toronto man
Like,
thing, bro.
I don't know. If you're getting a farmer's wrap, you're kind of in the upper echelon of Toronto mans.
I'm trying to think for the Caribbean culture and stuff too. Like maybe an ackee and saltfish or something like a leftover from last night.
No,
But I feel like if you were to like epitomize Toronto culture and say, okay, a typical Toronto meal, breakfast, what's going to be on the plate?
Okay.
Something with syrup has to be there. So like some pancakes. I think some pancakes and some syrup. Maybe
Is
some
that
eggs.
a Toronto man meal or is that just a Canadian man
Or like
meal?
a Western meal.
You know
We
what
don't
I'm saying?
have the equivalent of like a Shen Show, like a thing where it's like, oh, just grab and go breakfast. Like it would be a bagel, maybe hash browns.
And hold on, just to give you guys a little bit more context, we also have smoked meat, right?
Yeah.
Pause. That's like a Montreal delicacy, the smoked meat sandwich. So that's another thing that is Montreal associated. So now give me the Toronto things.
Because if you go to New York, you get the bacon, egg, and cheese, slaps.
Or even like, and that's breakfast, but like for New York, if you, on a lunchtime, the New York's pizza slice.
Yeah.
It's a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Philly had the cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak, yeah.
We don't have a thing like a stuffed patty, maybe. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
that's Jamaica.
Toronto has no identifiers other than just being diverse.
Yeah.
Hot dog stands are everywhere, but like, I don't see people going to them as much.
And you know, we traded out the hot dog stand for the, and we said, I'm saying as Toronto, for the dollar pizza. So Montreal, back in the days, they started getting like these cheap pizzas, the $1 to $2 pizza. Right?
Like in the vending machines.
Not in the vending machines,
Okay.
like bare stores. Like there's a lot of restaurants all over the place. You could just go get a pizza slice for like $1.99.
Like New York style?
Like the mom and pop type.
Yeah, but New York style enough too, right? But Toronto never got that. Y'all had pizza and all that from when we were doing the dollar slice. But we never got the hot dog stands.
I think it might be patties for us. I'm not even joking. In terms of just accessibility, no matter where you are, like within a 400-meter radius, there's probably somewhere selling a patty. And it's affordable.
So Toronto's main, like the one thing that could unify all Torontonians is we all love patties.
I think so, bro. I think so.
Because like, the one food that unifies all Torontonians.
You know what? I think so, bro, because you have veggie patties, chicken patties, beef patties, spicy, mild, halal options. You can get it. They have the stuffed patties with the vegetables. You can get add jerk chicken. Some have it with cocoa bread.
And they're everywhere too. Like you can jump off the subway and go get a patty at the stand and then jump back onto the next train.
That's
like
true.
Every subway station has patties, I'm pretty sure.
Corner stores all over the place. When I first came to Toronto, that's one thing I noticed too. Like you go to bare corner stores, can go buy a patty at the corner store. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, as someone with a Jamaican background, I would say 95% of the patties in the city taste horrible to me. But Patty Time and Randy's, I'll go to those places until I'm blue in the face. Like,
is that the only two places? Is Patty Time and Randy's?
Those are the only two places I go for patties.
But it's known for good patties.
No, there's other places that are known. Like I know everybody loved the Warden Station patties and the
those were good.
The Bathurst Station. I didn't like those.
I felt like they were only good when they added like the tomato, onions, and mayo and stuff in it.
It's white boy shit, man. This is what I'm talking about.
No, but the actual patty was just like a regular patty that everyone has. I feel like it wasn't like some super authentic patty.
No, hold on. I gotta stop you for a second because all that tomatoes and extra stuff, fam. This is white people turn to take the patty and what would it? Not appropriated,
gentrify
the patty, bro.
First of all, it was Filipinos doing it. All right, they're the ones who own that spot. Let's not act like I invented the stuffed patty. And that's what everyone would get. People weren't getting just the regular patty because as a standalone patty, the Warden Station ones were like mid. They were mid. They, like they're the exact same ones. You have a VP station, exact same. There's like one company I swear that has like a monopoly on it.
Yeah. I think I passed by the main office,
the factory, right?
Yeah.
But they were the ones who were like, I feel like they were early on, like just like filling it, whatever. But the patty itself isn't that good. There's one spot by Lansdowne and Bloor. I can't remember the name, but they actually have really good like homemade patties. And like there's always like some like disgruntled auntie who's like, what you want? And then I was like, I'll have a patty. It's $5.10 now.
What?
For one patty?
No cocoa bread?
No cocoa bread.
Which pot? Just go to Randy's, bro. Go to Patty Time, dog.
Maybe
it's still $3.50, I think, around there.
Even
is that the spot on Lawrence? That spot on Lawrence that
Patty Time is McCowan and Lawrence.
Yeah, okay.
And then Randy's is like by Allen and Eglinton.
How about Alwyn's?
I don't think I've tried to do this.
Alwyn's does their thing still. Oh, one thing also, last thing on this whole patty evolution, right? Are you guys okay with it? Maybe it's because I'm an older head. I'm not okay with this $3.50 patties, bro. $4 patties. Like I'm from an age. I'm not gonna say let's go back to $1 or $1.50 patties, but $2.50 is where I was like, all right, cool.
Standard.
It's a nice little pocket where if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have to bust a whole $5. You can still go get a drink. Now when we start getting to $3.50 land, bro, You said what was $4 or $5 for a
It's
patty?
$5.10 after tax.
This is not patties anymore, bro. We're talking about fine dining at this point.
Yo, you used to be able to get small meals for $5 with you get the jerk and the rice and peas, and you put some coleslaw, and then
one patty.
That's shameless plug. Big up to Scotty Bonds. They have dollar patties going on promotion.
Wow. Now the viewers know the real reason we had this convo. Scotty Bonds paid for this.
Go check out Natural's Instagram.
Brought to you by Scotty Bonds.
Oh man. Okay.
$1 patties, eh?
I have an actual pre-topic I wanted to bring to you guys, and this is just maybe I might be alone on this.
That is a crazy wording.
I'm blind. I can't see nothing the screen says ever.
And listen, I'm going to stand alone. I don't want to put you guys into this drama. I think Cardi B's a slew, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Like, fam, like, and salute to her. She dropped a new album. All that's cool and everything. But, like, you're already having a youth with a next man, and you have, like, 3 other youths, bro. Like,
didn't she say while she was pregnant, she was slamming next man's? From there, it was case... From she said that she was sleeping with mans in the strip club, drugging them, teeth in their things. It's been case closed, you know what I mean? But
yeah. And I'm not here to judge anybody's box, but bro, like, invest in condoms, fam. Like, you're just smashing niggas that who are supposed to be like, even like on kind of on the weirder, you know, not weirder side. Let me correct my words, but on the other side, you know what I'm saying? The flag guys.
What do you mean?
The Stephon Diggs guy has some stories, bro. Didn't Drake not want to mess with him or mess with homie there, Chris, whatever his name was?
Yeah, their mutual friend or something.
Yes.
The DMs that got exposed.
There was DMs that got exposed, and they were saying that the Stephon Diggs guy was trying to make a move on this Chris guy.
Yeah, and then Chris tried to expose it, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And that was a thing. So it's like, all right, so that's the guy that you're letting nut up in you raw, bro. I idiot thing.
I think it was a revenge baby.
Revenge baby is crazy. But gotta be doing that.
Gotta be doing that. Like she's not the first girl to do that. I feel like
a revenge baby.
I feel like Offset put her through so much. And like he's just smashing so many girls, and all she knows that like the power of her breeding for her next man is just like outweighs whatever Offset did. I feel
so that's get back, fam. Because like,
yeah,
I understand, and I know people, maybe the women, but we barely have any women watching, will be in the comments like, "Well, Offset was out there smashing a whole bunch of bitches, and he didn't come home with a next baby, fam."
Wait,
and it's another difference. A difference to even if he did, which is still wrong. He's not carrying the child, fam. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you go back out on road, you go outside, you get nutted up in and pregnant, fam, you're not even a good player, fam.
Okay, here's what I think. It's like Cardi B has everything she's probably ever wanted from a financial material perspective. She looks the way she wants to look. She's considered beautiful, right? So what can she do to get that satisfaction of get back for Offset? And I think the number one thing a woman can do is have a baby, let alone from a next man.
And also, 2 things could be true. It could be a revenge baby, and she could also want more kids. So it's like kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Maybe. It just makes you look like a slew to me, bro.
Yeah, but imagine going to like a former Ripper who's admitted to drugging man's, be like, you're a slew. It's like, but what did we expect? Like, what criteria were you judging her on before this? You know, like, nah, she's a good girl.
Yeah, and the only reason that people will give me any pushback is because she's Cardi B. But if she was just whatchamacallit, what's her name?
Toronto
Carmella from friggin' Jane and Finch, who had 3 babies with some lit nigga one day, and then she as soon as she left him, got pregnant with another nigga, everybody would be like, yo, you're an idiot, dog.
Is that a made up name or is that a real person?
I'm just making up a
name. Okay.
Carmella is crazy.
It just sounded close to Cardi B.
Okay, because when you're like, oh, what's her name? I'm like, oh, he's drawn for a real example.
No, but like if that was just some regular chick in the hood who just pushing out freaking babies for just whatever lit niggas, even though she might be lit, everybody wants to smash her in the hood. Her value is still going down, fam.
If you go on TikTok Live on any given day, bro, these Toronto women are exposing themselves, and like this is more common than you would like kind of expect. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on in this culture or if this was how it always has been, but women are on their get back thing. Women are trying to be niggas. You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like screenshots of convos, like a picture. Like I see Springer is capitalizing on this like new trend. I feel like he's almost like bringing it to light. I feel like a lot of women have been through things with these like quote unquote like name brand Toronto artists or content creators or whatever, and they're like trying to bring it to light. Every day I see a new one on Icy.
Yeah.
But because we talk about women empowerment and stuff, like if this is something a woman wants to do with her body, like, does it matter?
I don't know, man.
She has the resources to take care of you.
More than enough.
The man is lit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but and listen, I'm not trying to get like shade roomy and all that. Like, it just doesn't make her look good, in my opinion. Like when the guy is not even some dude that's like you're locked in with. You're just some guy. You're having fun, but you just having fun ends up you having a baby. Like, bro,
I think it looks worse, not on the kid, but like I think there's more. I think it affects the kid more than it affects Cardi B. You know what I mean? Because now the whole narrative around your birth is like
you're a revenge baby.
Like that is insane.
But I feel like that'll give him a chip on his shoulder, assuming it's a boy, and I think maybe that'll make him strive for greatness because he'll be like, "Yo, you think I'm just a revenge baby? Like, watch this," and then like he becomes this NFL superstar or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I'm gonna be the only one that I guess could be called judgmental because I went on the ledge with that. I don't know if you guys agree. Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Is she a slew for that, or
I think she's a slew for that?
I think she's a slew, but not for that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? And also because like I'm not gonna say who, but there's someone in my family, you know what I mean, who like, okay, so all of her kids were with one man, but that man had peer kids on her. So then, yeah, one time she stepped out and she had a kid with the next man, and then they got back together, and then the rest of her kids are with the same man. So like, let's say she has 5 kids. It's like the first 2 are with guy number 1, then the middle one is with the second guy, and then the last 2 is with guy number 1 again.
Yo, okay. I want to know about this revenge baby's like arc. Like, what was this revenge baby's life like?
Because that baby grew up with like not her own father in the home. It was like a weird dynamic there where like all the other siblings had both biological parents in the home, but this one only had the mother there, you know?
It's like the black sheep almost.
Yeah, exactly. And like everyone else was boys. She was a girl. You know, it was like layers to it. You know what I mean?
There's a part of me that's like the judgmental part is coming out again, bro. And listen, respect to your family, but like you go outside, okay, homeboy is doing whatever he's doing. And I'm sure he wasn't strapped up neither. He's probably being a whole asshole. He had other kids too, right? So, but the thing is, when women do it, it's like, bro, like you're just letting the next man that you start dealing with just start running up in you raw and nutting in you. Like, obviously the result is a kid, but like before that, I'm just like, so wait a minute. The next man that, like, I'm thinking about it from my own perspective. As soon as you start smashing the next nigga, you're not even gonna make him wear a condom, bro. Like, damn, bro. No, what was us, fam?
No, it is crazy. It is crazy.
But it's not like a random bum. Like, it's not like Bad Baby and her baby father, where it's like, who is this guy? Like, this is Stephon Diggs. You know, he's a multimillionaire. So
in
it's
Cardi B's case, I don't know about with Natural with his family, right? I don't know if it was just the next nigga who came along, and with Cardi B, it was the next nigga who came along. It just so happened because of who she is, the next man who comes along is going to be a football player.
Well, maybe she had more baby fever. Like maybe she wanted to keep having kids with Offset, but Offset was too busy with Krishan Rock or whoever. Yo, he was out here. Like, he's mad. You smashing Krishan Rock?
That's the thing too, man. Like, I do feel a little bit of some empathy for Cardi B because it's like it's one thing if your guys out there smashing other chicks and stuff like that, but then when you start seeing the level of chicks that start coming back into the coming back over to you, you're like, what? You smashed her, and we do it, fam. We rarely cheat up, bro.
Yeah, I think it's better to cheat down.
Nah,
break that down.
I just think you're getting a treatment. It's about the treatment. It's not about like the level of girl you're pulling like from a physical perspective. It's about the distance between you and this girl and what that distance will equate to in terms of how she'll respect you and treat you. Like, I'm guessing that Cardi B gave this guy bare attitude at the crib, you know, and like she admits she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff. And she was even on Breakfast Club and brought that up. So maybe he just wanted a girl to kind of like worship him on some like fan type of vibe, you know? Like,
I think he was just being greedy, bro. A lot of men have their cake and want to eat it too. Pause.
For sure.
What I mean? So like, I just think cheating with an ugly thing when you have a baddie is just insane. You know what I mean? Like, I can't fathom that, you know? Like, Like, if you have something prime at home, why would you even risk it by dealing with this beluga whale, dirty, scared? Like, I feel like if you are gonna cheat, then at least get something respectable, you know?
But it's like when men cheat, they're not trying to like fall in love or find a replacement. They're looking to satisfy like some feeling of, let's say, power or, you know, feeling accepted or whatever. And maybe you'd probably feel more powerful with a hotter girl if you cheated with like a super baddie where it's like, I couldn't say no. It was literally like, you know, Tyra Banks or whatever, you know, like that would make more sense. But I just find that men usually cheat down.
I think it's just accessibility.
Exactly. I don't think they're choosing to cheat down.
Like if we had like if the option of a super baddie came along and she's like, yo, I want to give you some pussy, then we're gonna take that. But what usually happens is no, it's not like a choice thing. It's like, okay, who wants to smash? You know what I'm saying? So usually it's the girl that's not as hot as your girl who's down to smash. So we say, sure, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But if we had the access to badder chicks than what your girl is, then you wouldn't cheat down.
But I feel like it's almost like if you cheat down, like, would you feel less worse? Like, would you feel better if you cheated?
No.
Like, yo, she's a treat. She's not even sweet.
No,
like,
I'd feel even worse because, like, imagine the post-nut clarity after that.
But that's when that post-nut clarity will make you a better husband to your actual girl. You come home, you bring her flowers, like, I missed you, like, because you feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But if you have like a girl that's badder than your girl and you're cheating with her, you might actually want to choose up and try to like just replace your girl with this new girl. Whereas if it's a girl that's like lower level than your actual girl, you know what it is. It's just a very brief moment in time, and then you're gonna go back to your regular life.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Cheating down or cheating up?
I've done both. I've cheated down and then I've cheated up to the point where like, and this is like 10 years ago plus, right? Where I was like, damn, bro, I snagged this? Like, this girl's bad. And I was like spending a lot of time with her, fam.
You're going to spend more time with the girl who's hotter than you would with just like the tree she just smashed and then like, nah, yo, you're not even half the girl my wife is.
And I was, one second, I was even worse than just taking it and just smashing it just on the lows. I was like walking in the mall with her and doing all kind of extra shit.
Friday freaky dread, eh?
Yeah, no, but fam, that's the type of shit where it's like you're gonna get caught. But it was like, yo, she's so bad. People used to be complimenting her when I'm walking with her in the mall. Like women, be like crazy. Walking up to us, be like, yo, you're so beautiful, and I used to be like,
I know those
nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? But she was my side ting, bro. It wasn't my main girl.
Okay, so in general, do you think the side pieces should be hotter than the main or uglier?
No, for that reason, no, because you could get super caught up and start treating the side like a main.
It's kind of like when you're at your job and you start looking for a next job. You start interviewing and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just choose up, broski, better benefits.
Also, the best option is not cheat. You know, let me just put that out.
Yeah, that's true. Because you also don't want to end up like, what's that Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? When broski had, his shorty was a little bit thick, you know what I mean? A little bit bigger, but she did everything for him. Cook, clean, wash, everything. But then he brought his side ting to the cabin getaway, and then they ended up getting divorced. But so when he shows up with the side ting don't cook, don't clean, don't do nothing because she's so used to being pampered. So then he realized, well, yeah, you guys get rid of
Nah, I hear that.
Okay, let's start the podcast, man. We got into the relationship pod over here. All right, let's get it started here. Let me get some Toronto music up here, man. I felt like in a mood to get some Toronto tunes here today, man. Let's see what's going on here. It's good old days, man. Jeez.
I guess that is the good old days. We're old now, bro. That feels like so recently.
Y'all uncle, I'm grandpa. Yo. Holy. Let's get it started, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm the host of the most Toast Friday, Ricky Dread, aka I don't got no AKAs today, man. We back at it over here, episode 615. B3 Studios. We got back over here the Turkish Thrill. All right, you might see him outside over at a political rally getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Our political specialist over here.
Yes.
DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Sir,
Let's
yes,
go,
sir. DJ Czar, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka Zarly Kirk. Back at it like a crack addict.
Oh,
what's good,
man.
boys?
We good, man. We good, man. Welcome back. And also, you might see him in your local ads. You know what I'm saying? All right, plugging things for the city over here. I should put a pause in there. You might see him looking dapper over there at the runways at any type of fashion show.
Jeez.
We got DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Ready to get active, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't been to the wave party, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, welcome back, gentlemen. Yo, big salute to Dusty Wallace. Dusty Wallace, again, he's outside in the world, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to him this morning. He'll be back real soon. Okay.
I was gonna say, bro, did you fire Dusty? Where is this guy?
No. He had some family things to deal with today. So
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Blessings.
salute to Dusty, man.
Miss you, Dusty.
Yeah, man, for real. But before we get into it, let's salute the sponsors. I want to start off with saluting Diamond Club, aka Canna Cans. Diamond Club is the carrier of Canna Cans, and they also got pens, edibles, anything that you need. All right. They got delivery in the GTA and delivery across Canada. All right. So if you want to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Diamond Club _Canada, or you can find them on the Canna Cans page, CannaCans _Canada 1. Use the code welovehiphop on the way out and make sure to get yourself a discount from them. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Diamond Club. Also, big salute to my people in Ottawa. If you want same day delivery of some super piffity piff, you got to hit up Only Loud. They got their own personal blend as well as a whole bunch of different blends under their umbrella. Make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page if you want same day delivery in Ottawa, same day delivery in Toronto, and to get the package sent across Canada. That's Only Loud Canada. Or you can find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. I would advise going on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca, or on their Telegram, because I think their Instagram page is kind of wonky right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But big salute to the sponsors. Gentlemen, how y'all been before we get into anything, before we get into our list of topics?
Been good, man. Finally released that video of the Canada First protest. Don't touch him. Why are you being violent, bro?
I'm not being violent. I'm just touching him.
Don't touch him, bro.
Get out of here.
You're telling Wise right now you're getting up in his face, bro. Respect the fucking thing, bro. Saved my YouTube channel. It was looking bad, boys. It was looking double digits.
It was looking crazy.
It was looking crazy.
We can't diss no more podcasts.
I was like, I had to chill on extra gravy. I had to chill on my extra gravy disses because I'm like, they have more views than me. But you know what's so interesting? My mom always told me to like do like political content. And I'm like, no, I'm doing these interviews. And you know, these interviews, like I'll have like a good interview with like a Toronto artist, like 1,000, 2,000, maybe like 4,000. But this was like 11K and counting. So it's a bigger market. And I think a lot of people reached out to me and said they liked how I approached it. And I liked making that kind of content. I liked editing it. And I think it's kind of fruitful. Like it's like
the results are always great.
The results were definitely great. But even just like the results of like the social ramifications or like the dialogue that it creates in the debate, I enjoyed that. So I definitely want to incorporate that into my game.
The comment section must be crazy.
It is. And it's a lot of people, obviously they're showing it to like a lot of like conservatives, right? And they seem to like me. Conversely, a lot of people on the other side are not liking me. But
interesting.
I consider myself like moderate, and I like asking the questions and hearing what people say and figuring out what it means to be Canadian. Because I feel like we're at that phase of our history where like maybe now we're determining what our actual values are, because it's been such a gray area. Yeah. And I think because we're also in Toronto, where it's like it's not really a good representation of Canada in a way. Like Toronto, even though it's populated, it doesn't represent what the majority of Canada is like. Yeah. So yeah,
it was a good look, man. I salute to you for that, man. And I've definitely watched it when I was premiering, even. You know what I'm saying? So
respect.
Salute to you, man.
Yes, sir.
And what about you, Natural? How'd your week been, man?
My week was pretty good. I just worked. I got some content done. I linked up with Shinsia's DJ, big up Fire Skull, because she was out here for the York show. So then I was doing content with him, And then I ended up meeting Shansia.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, which was like super crazy. She looks so perfect in real life, bro. She looks the exact same.
Really, eh?
You got to send him the picture so he can prop it up. There's a picture of Natural and Shansia. I was going to bring it up. I'm like, nah, let him bring it up.
Bro, I look... Okay, standing beside her, normally I think I'm a handsome guy. You know what I mean? Standing beside her, I look like dog shit. Holy, but that was like an amazing experience. You know what I mean? That content's coming out soon. I did a collab with Scotty Bonds yesterday. So yeah, that's coming out on as well. And yeah, you know, just working, you know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
You guys might not hear about any natural events, but like, y'all go hear about everything else.
No, bro, I follow you on Instagram, bro. I be seeing you post and you post all the dates and stuff. You're booked in business, bro. Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your week?
As for myself, I finally finished my documentary, The Rise and Bloody Fall of Toronto Drill. That's
Bloody
the title.
Fall.
Audience and others perished from the lack of shows and networking. The budding Toronto scene was starting to take even more L's. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot came from the pandemic for Toronto creatives, like the rise of pages like Keepsake Solid and personalities like Icy Springer. But in my opinion, the L's outweigh the W's. Starting with the exodus of the snowbirds.
Let me be clear. If you're abroad, it's time for you to come home.
Yeah. It's one thing with the documentary thing. I feel like I was in a trance for the last week and change, bro. Because once you start like dialing into like the editing and stuff like that, like you can't think about anything else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this one took me a month to do, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. And not like a month of just straight work. Like I stopped and started because like freaking I host a podcast and do interviews and shit. But like, fam, it's just like the amount of writing and then the narration and then finally starting to do the editing and stuff like that. I was like, when I finally uploaded it, like my brain felt like it cleared up, bro. I was like
a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, fam. I was like, oh shit, this is what's on TV. I started noticing, oh my God, I'm kind of like falling back on like what's up going on in the scene because I was just so locked in. But it's done. It's up on the members section right now. I don't know exactly when I'm going to drop it, but bro, it just shows like, that's why I was playing these songs in the beginning. We had some times, bro. The anthems. Even for Toronto Drill had the scene on smash, bro.
Pull up in that Black Challenger.
What? All of those songs, Black Challenger, Griselda Blanco, Late Night, Come Outside. All those songs are all like gold plaques and stuff.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching this documentary.
Yes.
I'm wondering what time period you pinpointed the beginning of the end, because a lot of people will cite the pandemic as kind of when things kind of stopped with the Toronto drill scene. Yeah,
I would say, and I'll just let the cat out the bag a little bit early, 2018, 2019 is when it started. And this is with like a couple of different like losses that we took in the scene around those times. But then the pandemic in 2020 just friggin'
nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that's when it just started to go crazy fast. It accelerated it basically.
Interestingly enough, I think the only Toronto artist that I saw kind of like build themselves up during the pandemic was Moolah First. I feel like he kind of grew in popularity at that time, but everyone else, it was almost like a standstill.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously the regular reasons, losses that we take from incarceration or death and stuff like that, it just over and over again. So you're going to get to see like the rise, where it came from, like the roots of it, and then where it started to decline.
So, I also want to add your Russell interview, D Pride interview, really good, bro.
Thank you.
I was watching that. I was on a walk, listening to it. And yo, he shared a lot of gems about just like the Brampton scene, growing up in Brampton, and even just his rise in that early internet era. And you forget, like, D Pride was like one of the early YouTube rappers, not just in Toronto, in the world. Like,
yeah. I think he was like one of the first three to upload music or rap music to YouTube.
Yeah, I watched it as well, and I actually rocked. Like when I was younger, I liked D Pride's music, so it was kind of cool to see the interview. I did like watch it in with the intentions of like hating on him now, only because like I liked D Pride. So when he did the whole name change and everything, like I didn't understand why he would do that. Yeah. But the interview actually gave me insight on like his journey and everything, and it kind of made me like respect his hustle. You know, he's still at it, which like I do respect. Like a lot of people threw in the towel. They just said, "Oh, my peak was my peak. Time to give up." But like, I respect he's doing his R&B thing now.
Yeah, and you know he's been able to do something that he loves and still maintain all of this time. Like he might not be as up as he was before, but like he's not working a 9 to 5.
What are your guys' thoughts on the rules about rebranding? Do you think there are points where you're too far gone on one side where it's like you should not rebrand? Because I kind of felt the same way. Like to me, he's still D-Pride. Yeah. I don't call him Russell. I was like, yo, you had the D-Pride interview, and like you connected the dots. You're like, yo, you're D-Pride, but it's like he was always D-Pride to me.
Right.
You know, like what are the rules around rebranding?
For me, I think you could always rebrand. Like look at Hitmaker when he was Young Berg. You know what I mean? He went through so much bad press. He was able to rebrand. Kanye rebranded himself many times, but he never changed his name. But I would say with certain people, like even when Miley Cyrus tried to rebrand herself as like a bad bitch, like it kind of left a bad taste in people's mouths over time. And like, I'm not gonna say it kind of had the same effect with Russell, but like when I look at him, I'm like, is this really you? Or are you trying to like cosplay as like a cool R&B Bryson Tiller type? You know, like
maybe it's because we've come to know him when he was like very young and D-Pride that energy. So it's like that's what we associate with his authentic self. But it does seem like he grew into that R&B kind of vibey kind of guy. But with the Miley Cyrus thing, it helped because like we don't think of her as Hannah Montana anymore.
That is true.
You know, so I think that was the purpose of her going totally in one direction and she was also like beefing with Disney.
Yeah.
I think for her it did help separate that like childish.
I think what
aura.
left the bad taste in your mouth, pause, is the fact that she went so one way with the niggas and shit like that. Mike Will made it and all that, and then all of a sudden when she decided to switch back, she was just like, whatever, wrecking ball, whatever.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't just do that. Just code switch like that.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Switch genre.
You don't think black artists can do that?
It's rare that you see it happen, like where somebody like look at Lil Wayne when he tried to be
rock,
it did not work, man.
White rappers do it all the time.
I would say Nicki Minaj was able to have her pop run and then kind of get back on her rap thing.
Yeah, but she couldn't go into like a rock lane and just start doing like straight rock or country.
How about Nelly? Well, Nelly was kind of always had that country sort of foundation.
Yeah. But if he decided to just go full Tim McGraw like he did the song and then the whole album
over and over again.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
She's like one of the only ones right now. She's been able to do that.
Because she was doing, I swear at one point she was like, I don't want to say she was doing house, but like.
No, she did a house album.
She did a house album, then she did a country kind of inspired. Was that just a few tracks or was like
No, it was a whole album, the Cowboy Carter album.
So it is possible.
Yeah, it's just she's the only one that I can think of, fam. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else like Fish, they were like a rock band. They didn't switch and just become a rap band and then go back to rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there are white rappers that do it like pretty seamlessly. MGK, Post Malone. Like, but they actually, I feel like they see more success after the switch over.
Pink?
No, I think Post Malone kind of like used hip hop as an in and then he just did what he wanted to do.
It happens a lot in white culture.
No, but even I was talking to you guys about like my content and rebranding, where it's like, yo, my views were so low doing like quote unquote urban interviews. I'm still gonna do those, but I was like, there's different demand. You know what I'm saying? So maybe hip hop was done with Post Malone, and then he's like, yo, these white people are rocking with me, so it's like, should he just stay down and at the cost of his own
but
success?
Post Malone, like, he's following the same blueprint as a lot of other people. Post Malone's just one of the newer people. This happened with Alanis Morissette, right? She came out as Alanis. Never too hot, never too cold, never too hot, too... She was doing the Running Man in the goddamn music video.
Really?
What?
I don't know her from that.
What?
I only know her as Alanis Morissette, like white girl. Even Christina Aguilera, remember when she had the dreads? And she was doing songs with Redman. Gotta get dirty.
I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. This is Alanis' first shit. Doing the... Oh, I want your Running Man.
She hit that though. Nah, she hit that.
Right? This is Alanis, her first shit. before she switched over and started doing the rock shit. Same thing with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, I found videos of her rapping on Instagram.
But that T-Pain song, that was like a parody song, I feel. Like, I remember that.
Nah, I don't think Taylor Swift did a switch like that. But this is
definitely
crazy.
a switch.
Yeah,
Pink was a super switch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a thing.
Even, would you say Gwen Stefani to an extent?
To an extent, well, she kind of came from rock and then went to hip hop. Because remember, she was part of No Doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then where did she go after that? Like after Rich Girl and all those
Kind
songs?
of just fell off.
Back to pop?
Yeah, or we just stopped caring. But listen, I got actual topics because what are we, like 40 minutes in?
Oh, yeah,
We're
we're
like,
yeah, wow.
Hey, shit, fuck it, man. We talking our shit, bro.
We potted.
Okay, LeBron.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
LeBron finally spoke on the boy. All right. Big salute to Speedy Mormon, bro. He gets the interviews, bro. I know it's complex, so it's going to be a little bit easier, but he got the LeBron.
Is he still with Complex?
I think so. I don't think Speedy's going anywhere anytime soon.
I never thought he would be like the MVP for them, you know?
Yeah. No, it's tagged right there, Complex. He's the guy, bro. He's the one who stayed in the whole time and lasted the test of time, and now he's interviewing everybody.
He's the guy.
Seemingly forever, Drake. Are y'all cool? What's the status there? Is this someone you always have love for?
Always wish him the best. Obviously, different places right now. Currently, he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. But it's always love for sure.
Someone you have been.
It's like when you ask someone about their ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. So he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. But I always got love for him. So he's doing his thing, talking about me, dissing me, right? Everybody is like, what's going on? And I'm doing my thing, just dancing to Kendrick Lamar anytime that you can get a camera on me. And going to the pop out and everything I can do. So what up, man? What do y'all think? Is that good enough?
I thought that was very mature. And sometimes, you know, taking the high road just makes you seem like
a pussy.
No, bro. It makes you seem like you're coated in gold, bro. Like what could you really say to LeBron? You know what I mean? Like, all of the LeBron stans are gonna be able to just rock with this. You know, like it's very okay. You could say, oh, he's scared of Drake, but this is also a grown man with a family and thing. Like, it just to me, what I got from this is like, I'm not even worried about them things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what you're talking about is some little boy. You know, some little boy-ish, like.
Yeah, and the nonchalant nature of the response makes it worse because Drake has written line. I swear he has a whole song dedicated to
Fighting Irish.
He had a tattoo.
Yes.
So it's like
you're crashing out and I'm just two-stepping.
Yeah.
Like you said,
to Kendrick.
Exactly.
But let's not put it past Complex for like kind of telling LeBron ahead of time, like, can we ask you about Drake? And it was probably like, okay, we'll keep it short and simple.
Yeah.
You know, it was obviously like a softball question. He's like, do you think that's someone you always have love for? So it's like, I feel like this was like a planned response to acknowledge it because LeBron knows that like everyone's kind of wondering about him and Drake.
This could be like take 3 of that answer.
hey, can we do it again? Can we do it again? Yeah, maybe, bro. But I think he did handle it maturely, but I don't think these are his real thoughts. Like a DJ Khaled type answer.
Wait, hold on. You said he sounds like a pussy, but Drake is there with Bobby Altaf with his nails painted, chatting like a real white girl.
We're not talking. We're talking about LeBron right now. No, I only say
DJ Natural.wave on Instagram.
Like, so you're saying Drake sound like a pussy
in that interview? Yeah, I feel like this sounded like a mature answer. You know what I mean? Just like, and like you said, it was definitely scripted. It was definitely like rehearsed before. But, you know, like, this is what I want to put out to the world. I don't want the world to see me crashing out.
I hear you.
Him and Savannah probably had enough fights, enough arguments, everything broken at the crib, but we're not letting the world see that.
LeBron to what? Why do you keep on calling you that? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always go Caravana. I don't know. I gave
Why
her
she-
some
why she
accent.
Caribbean?
I don't know. It just felt right.
I know, right?
But the mature like pussy thing I said was because remember the other day we were talking about like when I was in that confrontation and I had to like stand down, but like I felt like a pussy. That's what it was. Where it's like sometimes the mature response isn't like the egocentric response that like we might seek. He maybe, who knows, maybe LeBron's gonna be like, man, when I saw Drake remove his tattoo and when he started saying this about like maybe those are his real thoughts.
Yes, this is what I want to know. Like, I don't know. I know for me, what I would expect, but I know that's not gonna happen is, man, Drake's crashing out a little bit too much, bro. I just like the song, bro, but I fuck with him too, man. Why are you crashing out like that, bro? And why are you trying to make me look like I'm cheating on my wife? Like, really go in. But we're never gonna get that.
Yeah, that's too much.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
now you're opening too many doors. You brought up the wife. You brought up your...
yeah.
Guys, LeBron has a lifetime contract with Nike.
You know what I mean?
He has
You know what I mean?
so many sponsors that he cannot say what he thinks genuinely.
He can't give the Friday Ricky Dread answer.
No, honestly.
Friday can say whatever. Only Loud is still gonna rock with you. You know, Diamond Club's still gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's me personally. That's the kind of answer I would love. But like I said, you're not going to get that. You know what I'm saying? Is there a better answer that you guys would expect from this guy?
I don't know. Probably just a more in-depth answer about. Okay, so when I first heard the song, right, I called Drake. Like I wanted like the whole story of like maybe him and Kendrick are cool, and then he heard the song, and then by the time he realized it was a diss song, it was too late. Like, I don't know. There's definitely so much lore.
Nah, that's an idiot thing.
No, but I'm giving an example of like just the whole story. It would have been better. Like a tell-all would have been better.
I agree with if we gave more context to the situation, that definitely would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
More insightful, you know, better as a listener.
More clippable.
Literally. But like, I do understand just, like you said, being nonchalant, not even acknowledging it, you know? Especially if the other person's crashing out.
Yeah. He gave a good answer. I'm not going to say that he gave a bad answer. I just want him to crash out.
And also, I feel like LeBron doesn't want to say too much because Drake has exposed his infidelity in Toronto. So I feel like there's also that element where he's like, yo, I'm going to just say it's all love because this guy has way too much dirt
It's a
on
ticking
me.
time bomb. And you know what? Did he really expose it or did he just leave a little Easter egg and then all of us media people went and ran with it, bro? Like, and everybody went crazy.
If you leave an Easter egg at that level, that's like having an elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like you throw an elephant in the room. It's like, I don't know where the elephant came from. I just put the elephant there. You guys are the one that looked at it.
You guys are
a huge Easter egg in the middle of the city. Like,
I know, bro.
In front of billions of people.
and we also got to remember that wasn't just Drake. Chubbs didn't help neither. You know what I'm saying?
Ack.
DJ Czar. Remember when I brought that up
DJ
early?
Czar
You know, I feel like I was early,
Yeah.
like before it got cool to talk about. I was like,
Yeah.
I know a girl who personally smashed LeBron.
You did say that. Oh, hold on. You need a sound effect. For
Thank you.
right there.
No one acknowledged it.
Yo, we're gonna keep saying it till Ack clips it, bro. We just need a one.
Fam, this happens a lot, bro. Before I play this next clip, we be breaking a lot of shit or saying things first, and then like Ack will like say it after, and people will run with the Ack clip. But it came
Facts.
here. It came from here first.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'll play you a clip from Urkel, aka I forget homeboy's government name there. Michael Jalil White, right? Or Jalil White, my bad. He has his own podcast, or he's on a podcast, and he's had the reason for why he thinks LeBron did what he did.
LeBron goes to the Kendrick concert, and obviously Drake feels very betrayed. I can't figure out, unless something happened behind the scenes before that, why does he go to that concert knowing everyone's going to be like, unless you're trying to make a point that you don't like your friend anymore.
There are some celebrities who are drawn to what's hot. No different than any regular degular. It's like, yo, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah.
I gotta be near.
We love hip hop.
And then there's another celebrity that is drawn to what serves them on a human level. Like, I don't care if that's hot. Does that serve me? Do I belong in that room? How does that serve me? I'm gonna let you extract from that what you want, but it clearly answers.
that makes sense.
It clearly answers your question. I think he was drawn to what was extremely hot.
Right.
Yeah. At the time.
It's almost like you couldn't, you're saying like it was almost like there's a version where he might not have been able to help it. Like, how could I miss this?
No. I said there's different celebrities.
Yeah.
Right. I said there's somebody. I'm a different person. It doesn't make one better than the other. It's just you got to recognize we all have different personalities. And I'm saying like there's certain people, I don't care how hot their event is. if I don't jive with what they are,
Yeah.
I ain't going in there.
Right.
All right. Like it could be the hottest thing going, but if what they stand for is just not what represents me, or we have a conflict of interest,
Yeah.
you know, like they mistreated somebody that I know, or this, you know what I'm saying, or then I'm just not going to go.
Right.
But there's another professional public figure that's the hottest spot to be. I'm going to be
Drake and LeBron.
So, and I think Urkel broke it down pretty smart. He broke it down well. He said some people they just want to be where the hotness is, bro.
I think two things could be true. I think, yes, that is super hot. I should be there as a celebrity. But also, that is my guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like LeBron don't know Kendrick from nowhere and he's just only going there because it's hot. You know what I mean? Like,
as much as he knew Drake.
But, okay, he's talking about, it's against morals and against your code of ethics and stuff. Going to a musical concert is against what moral and what ethics?
No. Going to a musical concert where the main song is calling your friend, not just your associate, your friend, a PDF file, bro.
Okay, so nobody ever go to any battle rap ever if your bedroom is on stage. Because then what are they saying about your friend at the battle rap? Don't be in that space if you don't support what they're saying about your bedroom.
Okay. Let me give you an example. Okay. Your boy Burma.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine I, as your homie, went to a Burma concert where he's singing his huge smash single, Hating on You, my supposed homie. Wouldn't you look at me like, yo, bro, why would you wouldn't be like, no, it's music and it's cool and that's my arch nemesis.
It was the hot place to be.
Bro, come on, man. It's just a concert. You'd be like, bro, like you're weird for that.
No, okay, genuinely, I would ask you, did you go as George or did you go as Burrow Sound?
No, I'd be like, yo, I went because it was hot.
That was the place to be, bro. I gotta be where the hotness is.
Bro, all the gal were there. Everyone, the whole scene was there, bro.
We were all singing
I wasn't
along.
even reporting. I was just dancing. I was vibing. I actually liked the song.
I didn't even bring my camera.
That's different though. That's different.
And listen, exactly, because it's one thing if Czar's over there as Burrow Sound. The man was there two-stepping,
He didn't have his jersey on. He didn't have no Lakers jersey on.
Come on, bro. And that wasn't just the only place. He was at other places. You know, I deserve it all. Doing that on his birthday. Like, bro, come on, fam.
I deserve it. Oh, like, bro,
that was after they started beef. That was after they started beef. But I think the relationship you and I have is not the same as Drake and LeBron. I think Drake and LeBron is way more business than personal. At least the way LeBron's seen it.
I guess the way LeBron is seeing it, because the way Drake is seeing it, that's my friend.
It's definitely more. I think Drake definitely sees it that way because he got the man tatted and stuff.
Drake sees it the way his friendship with LeBron is the way you and Czar's friendship is.
Yeah, imagine you had Czar tattooed on you and I went to see your op in concert, bro. That is literally what it is.
That would be crazy.
That'd be mad. That also be questionable. Like, why do you have my whole face tatted? Just me on a microphone? Like,
I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. I can understand where both parties are coming from. Like, bro, okay, you're been spazzing out. You spazzed out a little bit too much. Like, you try to break up my household over this shit. Like, okay, bro, I like the song. But the song's calling me a PDF, fam. So, like, yeah, fuck your household.
yeah, and I also think LeBron does like the trendy, like hot new trends or whatever, you know, the hot new topics. Like
Definitely.
He was rocking with Aiden Ross when Aiden was like early on or whatever. Like I think he is attentive to like the new cultural trends. So maybe he was. Plus in America at that time, I feel like America was just pro Kendrick in general, like Black America. I feel like that was the general sentiment.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant wasn't rocking with it. What's his name?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry wasn't rocking with it. He was like, yo, I'm tired of it right at this point. Like, niggas, and they weren't even like mans that were like known to be like down with Drake that tough, bro. They're just like, yeah, fam, like, nah, bro, I eat that thing.
Now, Steph Curry and Drake's locked in. Ayesha Curry from Brampton.
Ayesha Curry's from Brampton?
Yeah,
I thought it was
she is.
Markham.
Either one of those.
She's from here.
She's ruining Steph Curry's legacy, though. We don't have to talk about that, but I do not like how she's talking about the greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
It's always the Toronto thing, eh? Oh, man. But yo, salute to Drake and LeBron. Okay, I'm not happy with that answer.
And I will say, I do understand Drake's point of view as well.
Yeah. Don't worry, Chubbs. You don't have to get on.
You don't have to break his legs.
But speaking of Drake, I got a copyright strike for them guys, bro. It wasn't for them, from Universal.
Really?
Yes. So remember last week we were playing
the Pressa track.
Yeah, now we got a name for it. It's called National Treasure. We were playing the one that was just the weird version with the kids singing over it. When I was premiering the video on Monday, I got a copyright notice.
Wow.
While the video was premiering, saying, yo, you can cut out these pieces or whatever. Just a notice. They gave me the options to cut out the pieces. So I cut out the pieces. Now the full video, I used that to make segments. And then when I made the segments, I cut the pieces down of the song before I uploaded I think we talked about it for like 19 minutes.
Yeah.
It was cool. It went green. No problem. I cut down the songs perfect so I didn't have to get another copyright notice.
Exactly.
Tell me why I got a strike, though, for that same clip now, bro.
A strike?
A strike. I look in to see who the claimant is. Universal.
So someone specifically reported it.
I guess.
It's not an algorithm thing.
No. Universal caught it. And because there's one thing when you have a song that's out already and they give you a copyright notice, say, okay, you have the option to trim it out of the video, like the YouTube in the YouTube studio. But when it's not a release song, a lot of times they'll strike you for that shit.
But you didn't even play the whole song.
I think it was like 3 seconds parts.
And a strike?
A full strike. Two things though. One, that's heinous, but does that mean the song's dropping?
100%. But like, why do they think you're ruining the rollout?
I wouldn't say 100%, only because on my SoundCloud, one time I dropped a mix with Organization in it. Follow me on SoundCloud, we should hit 1 million. But I dropped Organization in the track, and then they striked my SoundCloud and thing.
Unreleased.
Yeah, and that never dropped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes back to what I was saying. If it's not a released song, and they might have a plan to release it and it just never dropped.
Yeah.
But it was an unreleased song, you'll get a strike for that more than a song that's already out that they'll just tell you, just cut that out of your video.
But why not just demonetize the video? Why does it have to be a strike? Because that's pretty severe.
Because you're previewing stuff that nobody's supposed to hear yet. It's just my opinion.
That's intense, bro.
And I didn't get any answers from him neither as far as if it's getting released.
You DM'd him?
Yes.
Did you DM him like, bro, what's up with the strike? And then he hit you with a voice note? brother, I don't control those things, brother. I told you to stop messing around with unreleased stuff, brother.
It wasn't that, but
that was too accurate, bro.
The gaslighting.
But it was along the line of like, I guess they're coming for their bread.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Right?
What do you think of like the lore behind the track though? Like, did you hear how that video they shot in SDC was actually supposed to be for that song?
Why is this guy bringing this up?
Poor Pressa.
Why are you bringing up old shit, nigga?
Poor Pressa.
Poor Pressa,
I
bro.
feel for you, bro. Honestly, I feel for you.
Pressa, ever since, and this is my theory, ever since him and Drake recorded that song, he has been waiting for this moment his entire life.
Yes.
He's probably shown people the unreleased song in his whip.
Waking up with like a sparkle in his eye every moment, like today might be the day. Today might be the day.
He links up with girls like, yo, you want to hear some unreleased Drake?
Yeah, he probably played it for bare
it's
people.
coming out soon. We're actually shooting the video at SCC soon. Just to find out that it's not that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's heartbreaking.
Yo, imagine like the sickness in your stomach when you see like, a new Drake video premiere and you see the thumbnail with the STC and stuff in it. And then you click it. Oh, he named it something else. It's fine. He named it something else. It's cool.
And sorry, just for the people outside of the people outside of Toronto, SDC is Scarborough Town Center. Right?
Yo, I know this man gathered everyone, got the popcorn. Guys, it's premiering. It's premiering.
They had a watch party.
Watch the new Drake video and it's to a whole different song.
Oh, that's Arms House. I got to bring back an old school term, man. That's Arms House.
Arms House is crazy, but bro, that'd be heartbreaking. It's not even angry. It's sadness.
Well, that went to my theory that I said the other day, that when that happened, that planted the seed where they were like, if I get a call from any of those guys from EXO, I'm going. I'm going to the party.
Yeah, because now like you're taking me for a joke now, broski. Like be a man of your word, fam. You said this is gonna happen, bro. I told everyone on the block, dog.
Yeah, and man's been inviting me to things from time, and I always tell them no. I'm loyal to the soil. I'm down with the boy.
That's true.
And then I saw the video for No Face, and I said, you know what? I'm on my way.
You know what's so funny? Imagine those follow-up conversations between Pressa and Drake. Like, hey, Cruddy, what are you saying? You're blessed? What are you saying with the song? It's 6 songs still, right?
Oh.
Now, Drake probably said, we have something even more special planned for that, fam. Don't worry.
You say you spiced them up.
No, they probably hit him with I know, but trust me, when this song comes out, it's going to be lit. Everyone's been telling me they love this song, fam. When do you plan on releasing it?
But I will say, if Drake dropped that Pressa song instead of the No Face, I think it would have done more damage, more impact, more everything.
Yeah. For sure. That could have, I honestly think a collaboration of that magnitude could have reinvigorated the whole Toronto scene.
Yeah.
I actually think that.
And I think it would have reinvigorated Drake too.
And you know, when you hear the No Face with Playboy Cardi, it's not even that much better, bro. It's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, he didn't get Playboy Cardi on it and it was supposed to be an L. Not really. You know what I'm saying? You would have been better off with the Pressa track. At least he bodied his verse.
Yeah, and I think Drake still has to do a little damage control for his Snow Day collaboration, I think. I'm not gonna lie, like from a Toronto scene perspective, like we all know he rocks with Smiley, but like, I don't know, like before that, he had like Bugs, even though that song didn't come out, he had the Smiley song. I just feel like the choice of who he collaborates is kind of important for the rest of the scene. Maybe he doesn't see it like that. Like he probably sees it as, I'm doing you a favor, I'm putting you on.
Yeah.
But for the entire scene, the ripple effect is pretty noticeable, you know? And I feel like maybe him doing that song with Snow Day almost like characterizes where the Toronto artist rap scene is now, which is like
a joke.
Yeah.
I want to stay on this story, but when you mentioned Snow Day, I've started to get this thing, bro, where it's just irked me, bro. Because I'm like, fam, how is that you had this lane, even if it's a parody song, Drake's on it.
When did that song drop?
In I think July of 2024.
In the middle of a war.
Bro, imagine you get a Drake feature and in 365 days, maybe even less than that, you fall off the face of the earth. And
that's crazy.
I just mean like I don't see him.
And listen, I know I don't know him personally, but I fuck with him. He's cool.
Nah, he's cool.
But like, how do you drop the ball on that, fam? I would have made at least 3 different new songs right after that with other collaborations with people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I would have found myself with every different comedian person who does funny videos, whether it's Toronto or try to find Drewski or any of these guys.
Yep.
Yo, you have the Drake pass. All you have to do is say, I'm the guy on the song with Drake. They'll let you in the door.
Is that another reason why Drake doesn't want to collab with Toronto artists as much? Because it seems like when Drake gives the alley-oop to American creators, they're gone with it. Gone with it. Look at Bobby Altoff. Every interview she did after, she tried to make it viral. You know what I mean? But
the only person I would say is Block Boy JB. The only thing he's known for is Drake.
Yeah,
that's
McConan.
And McConan. Yeah.
It didn't work out for him, but everyone else, I think you are able to make a career out of it. And we even saw him at the, remember the Toronto roast?
Mm-hmm.
He was there, right? Snowdy was there. And like, he did have an aura. I remember he walked in and I seen Gal looking like, oh shit, and this was like fresh off the collab, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like he'll always kind of be like Toronto famous in that sense. But it was like,
in that sense,
there was no follow-up care. Like, it was like he was doing content.
I think he started aura farming way too soon. Like, okay, you got the Drake. Okay, what I would say to a lot of artists out there, once you break through the glass ceiling, once you get that big boom, that's when the work starts.
I was just about to say that, man. That's when the work starts.
That's not when you chill and start going to like comedy roasts and chilling with your glasses on. And you know what I mean? Like,
you got no time, bro. You're running.
Like, why am I seeing you right? You should be on Kites in that stream, Neon, 8, all these people. Like, why am I seeing you right now?
But we also have to keep in mind that like the type of presentation he has to the rest of the world is this exaggerated Toronto man. In real life, he's not like that. He's just like a regular dude. You speak to him, he speaks normally. He's like, yo, fam, blah, blah, blah. Like, but that's kind of like the Wagwan Delilah persona.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like people almost wanted to just see that version of him where he is a
So give it
serious
to
artist.
them.
But he probably doesn't want to be a caricature of himself.
Well, guess what, bro? Tough luck then. Because if you did that, you would have went the Ali G route.
Yep.
And then Ali G switched and then did a whole bunch of other movies as other characters. Because then people realized he was a character.
Exactly.
But he ran that character until people were like, okay, that's the Ali G guy. And then
What
he
else you
switched
got?
and then he started doing other shit.
Borat.
Exactly.
Come on, fam. I would have ran that character into the ground. Get all of the different American mans, how American mans interact with Toronto mans, and do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? An ATL man meets a Toronto man, all that shit. And then he'd be typecasted, and then he'd be like, yo, guess what else I can do?
Exactly.
But he was doing like wave room content, like they were doing these like spelling bees with like Longtendo and Plush, and you know, like he was doing as much as like that's as much as you can do in that position in Toronto.
Imagine you get a Drake feature, and the next thing you do is some wave room videos.
With all due respect to wave room,
big up wave room, obviously. Big up wave room, obviously.
No, like you're not gonna go get the super international alley-oop and then just start doing home shit. Now you have the international alley-oop. You do international shit.
Facts.
I get it, but it's easier said than done. Like I feel like obviously he had some social media traction and he probably could have leveraged that to get on these streams, but I feel like he might have been lost in the sauce in that moment where it's like, you know, all these gal are DMing you, people are hailing you, people you haven't heard from in a minute, and you're getting paid to do walkthroughs at universities to just perform one song, and people are freaking out every time they see you. So maybe you did feel like you made it.
That lasted a couple months.
It did.
And you're right. It is easier said than done to try and make these international contacts and stuff. But like, you know what else is difficult too? Working a 9 to 5 every day. You know what I mean? So pick your struggle, bro. Do you want to spend 8 hours a day reaching out to content creators around the world, or do you want to spend that 8 hours, you know?
There you go. There you go. You know, you're right. You're right. You're right. And I don't know how this turned into a snow day.
Yeah, to reel it back, that's the damage control Drake I feel like has to do within collaborations for the city.
Yeah.
Is that like in the biggest moment in arguably like this battle that the city is almost going through, you collab with Snow Day. You know, so it's kind of like now it's like you got to collab with some just like legit artists.
And he collabed with Pressa back then. Think about that.
Yeah.
You already had the song.
He had the song from then. He could have dropped it that time.
That would have been I think America would have respected that a little more. America was more confused.
The way that beat comes in, people would have been like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. You know, we thought he was dead.
Literally.
Nah, the moment Drake hits a whoa, whenever Drake hits one of those, it's over.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, yeah, the battle did its damage, but then that Wagwan Delilah kind of like closed the casket on him and so now he's literally trying to like come back from a super deficit.
Yeah.
So yes, the songs he's been dropping have been good, but like, okay, you scored a 3, but you're down by 30, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. I don't know who to salute in this because
salute Pressa, man. I feel like the song is gonna come out, bro. Just
the song is
patient.
out, bro. The HQ version's already out. I'm spinning it. Everyone's spinning it.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out. So
yeah, fam. Even though I got a version, and I'm not gonna reveal my sources, but I got a version like a cleaned up, like nicer mixed version. You could hear Ack a little bit on it, but it was like nicely mixed. And I put that on Twitter. That got zapped too.
So
bro.
is it?
Oh,
It's
really,
not properly released. It's more like an internet download.
Yeah, it's a leak. It's
a leak. Okay,
but the leak doesn't have the chat in and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's released officially, so he's able to make money off it too, right? Like a Drake song, a Drake feature, you have even 30%, 50% of publishing.
Well, that's why the strikes are here now, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if it actually gets released or they're just gonna strike it and it's gonna become organization.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Quick thing on Top 5.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors.
Cheer. He posted a picture of him being stabbed. I'm not gonna post that up on the screen. I could show you guys over here.
Oh, you posted a little scratch, eh?
Yeah, it looked like a little scratch from that picture.
I would say that's what he referred to it as. I'm not,
like, that looked gruesome. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But, here's the thing. He posted that. There's not really much going on. September 19th has been passed. We're the 21st one. We're filming this right now. September 19th is an important date because that was the final day of them being able to bring his charges back up. Right? So for the people who don't remember, like his charges got stayed. He didn't beat the case. His charges got stayed, which means they can bring the case back up within a year if they have any new evidence to convict him. Right? And that year ended in September 19th. So technically he's clear. He can start dropping music, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he got is a post of him getting stabbed. Is it done?
What?
The top 5 buzz, the wave.
Nah.
No, but what is he gonna do? You're gonna have to go crazy again, start dissing ops and all that all over again?
Gamble online is what he's going to do. And I think he's always gonna have that available. Didn't he mention that he signed this major deal with a bet corporation, like a gambling company?
Sounds good. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, it's like I signed $8 million.
Was it Rain Bet or something like that?
Yeah, like the numbers, they could have signed him, but $8 million, I believe that. I think that's cap. For what? Why are people just giving $8 million? I'm not even trying to sound like a hater, but like, $8 million for what? Because you're entertaining online, bro? Like, fam, you're not that charismatic that you're worth $8 million, fam. You're not doing stuff that they're gonna make their money back.
I agree, but I don't think it's over for him. You know what I mean? Because every time he posts something, everybody checks it out. So he just has to have a proper plan. You know what I mean? And we discuss this I feel like once a month. We were like, oh, is he done? And then as soon as we discuss it, he pops out with like 3 streams back to back.
Yes.
You know?
But the streams, the last time, he kind of put himself into a corner. He was like, I'm not going to diss the dead no more. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. So now, what's the arc? Because you can't run the same thing over again.
Diss the living.
I think that is the arc.
But even just the whole, I'm dissing people, I got ops and all that, like that is dead. Like just not even just for top 5, just like
in general.
In general, people are over that shit, fam.
Yeah.
The game's moved on from that.
You're right. I think so. Do you think we're past the IG live dissing era?
That's done, bro. That's 2023 shit.
Man, we say that, but the moment like someone's on live with another person and they're going back and forth, I see you in the chat.
I'm there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the chat. Yeah. Like people are entertained.
I'm a fuckery consumer.
You know, Icy Springer, I feel like is gaining more popularity because his content involves that. Yeah, so I think there is something like innately human about seeing conflict and wanting to see where the conflict leads to. So I don't know if that'll ever die, but I think like we were talking about the other week or maybe 2 weeks ago, like that, like street culture, like gangsterism or the glorification of gangsterism and stuff is kind of dying.
It's getting old,
online.
Bro.
Yeah.
So if like you don't run that play, then what are we watching for?
Yeah. Like, do you remember at one point, and maybe this is more tied to the aesthetic, but like face tats were like, it was so normalized almost. Now it's like you see someone get a face tat, you're like, buddy, what is this? Like, you're making rage music or something? I don't know.
What are you in 2018 still? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want to, it's not a long topic. You know, maybe one suggestion is now that it's September 19th, start dropping some music. But is your music going to be, oh, fuck the ops? So you just said the other day, I'm not doing that no more.
But what other type of music would you want to hear from Top 5? Like, give me an example. Would you want to? Like,
nothing. You know, I don't know. I don't want to hear him talking about, oh, I'm jumping through the flowers and I'm at the sick kids hospital and shit like that. That's boring rap. I don't want to hear that from none of my rappers.
Top 5 can't make no love songs?
Huh?
Top 5 can't make no love songs?
I want to hear that shit. I'm part of the problem. I'm part of the audience where like my rappers who rap street shit, I want to hear them rap their street shit. But if you don't want to rap your street shit no more, then what's the use for the artist anymore?
So you don't like when artists are able to kind of jump back and forth between like the street content and then the non-street content? Like I'm trying to think of a good rapper that
Sav.
Well, his romantic songs?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like new rappers, Toronto rappers. He'll make like dancehall tracks, he'll make rap songs, he'll make
like
love
you can
songs.
rap about being with a chick or whatever, like that's cool too. But like if that's your thing, like you turn into the chick rapper, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
What about 50 Cent?
He once in a while.
But
right?
some of his best songs are like the R&B ish
21
songs.
Questions.
But then he also
Once in a while.
But some of his best songs are his street songs too. So
Yes.
it's like he's able to do both. Why can't Top 5 do both?
He can do both, but you can't just do one. You can't just be like, okay, I'm just the gallus guy now. Like, nah, bro. Where's that gun shit? But I'm not on that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? So then you might have to get back on that shit. And then that makes me part of the problem. Where I'm like, give me some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to the clips. They have songs that are insightful, but then they still get to the shits. You know what I'm saying? I got the brick in the trunk and I'm doing this.
But we know they don't anymore. Like, I feel like, it's just, at that point, it's almost like they're acting because the illusion that they were actually these like major kingpins has kind of been like disproven, I feel.
To a degree, but it still sounds super hot on the tracks. You know what I'm saying? I still kind of believe it when I hear them. I'm like, yo, Malice really was at the border with the snow, with the birds in the trunk, and like I could see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what Drake and the different guys try to say against him. You know what I'm saying? I can still see the bricks. I can still see the snow globe.
So
you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like as long as the lie is believable.
Yeah, but even like, am I okay with it because I know they're lying? Because if these guys were actually moving transcontinental bricks all over the place, and I was like, nah, bro, more of that shit. Let me hear more of that shit. Then I'm really, really a part of the problem, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because like you guys are actually distributing death.
But that's why a lot of these younger artists are actually living their raps because they don't want to be called out by mans like you who are like, oh, so you just rapping and stuff, but you ain't doing it? It's like, nah, I still like actively shoot people.
No, but I don't want you to be actively doing it neither. I'd rather you be pretending, like, or that's what I used to do. If that's what you used to do, fine. If you never did nothing like that, then like, shut up, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. But if that's what you used to do, then let me hear it. Let me get more stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, again, I will put myself as part of the problem because I've grown up on gangster rap. I listened to freaking Cameron and all these guys from back in the days, even down to Black Moon. And, you know, one of their biggest songs is Buck Him Down. Buck him down. That's the hook. Buck him down. Like, it's just shooting niggas, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, bro. I still kind of want that, but I kind of want it not to be true.
Okay, I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a weird place to be as a hardcore hip hop fan.
Yeah.
Am I off with that?
No. I hear that because that's like the expectation from how you were introduced to them as an artist. If you come out on some street-ish, it's almost like you got to kind of keep that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when a non-conscious rapper goes conscious and you're like, bro, we're not trying to hear that ish. Or when a conscious rapper tries to go super
street?
gangster, you're like, you're common, bro. Relax. Like,
yeah,
hit us with some common type beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But listen, salute to 5, right? Like I said, we don't have any stories because they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know somebody who was going a little crazy? Dave. Can we talk about this Dave guy? David or whatever.
Okay,
D4 spelled with a 4.
That's someone who's living out his raps, apparently.
Broski. I never heard of this guy until now.
Okay, good, because I thought I was the only one. All I know is that he allegedly killed a
yes
that he was dealing with.
Okay, so that's the whole okay.
I heard like because he had that track Romantic Homicide or whatever, and I would hear that sound on TikTok sometimes.
Okay,
you know, so then that was the track that like bust him or made him viral. Pause. So.
Yeah. So I guess the story is like he was a guy who was like a TikTok or a streamer guy who, you know, he started getting into rap because he was putting out like a lot of like unoriginal songs, like just songs on other people's beats. So eventually he started putting out his own shit and he blew up. He's been dealing with this, or allegedly dealing with this girl from when she was 10 years old.
So basically the story is a girl's body was found in the trunk or like the trunk of a Tesla.
Yeah, and the trunk. It was already in a lot somewhere.
Yeah, but that Tesla was linked back to this artist.
Yeah.
So at first they cleared him, but social media, the internet's gonna internet. So the internet has been finding like links between David and this girl. She was found when she was 15, like dead, but like he's been linked since she was like 15. She's been missing for the past year from her crib.
Yeah, and there's pictures of him with her like in front of the place where she was missing. They're saying allegedly where she was missing from. Like there's all this lore.
And this incriminating tattoo that they have.
They have matching tattoos.
Tattoo, yeah.
I feel like that's like all the evidence you need. It's like, okay, so you have a song called Romantic Homicide. You were linked to this girl when she was 18. You guys have matching tattoos. I wonder who this suspect is.
It's all circumstantial though. You know what I mean?
And he's not arrested.
In your own whip?
It's all circumstantial.
No, they said the whip was registered to the manager.
Okay.
Right? And the thing is with that whip, it wasn't at their crib. It was in a parking lot or it was in a towed yard somewhere. It got towed. It was on the street and it got towed. And the smell was so bad coming off the trunk that residents near the area was like, yo, what is that smell coming from the freaking tow yard? And then that's when they decided to investigate, and then that's when they found the body.
Oh my goodness.
You
think he's innocent?
At first, I was on the he's innocent campaign only because I don't want to like wrongly convict a black man. You know what I mean?
But if he was white, you'd be like, yeah, he did that.
Yeah, hell yeah. That sounds like some white man things.
Yeah, that's on brand. That's on brand. That is on brand.
Crime of passion. You know what I mean? But I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching a lot of true crime and stuff, and because there's so much circumstantial evidence, like everything is pointing at this guy. You know? And even when you look at him, he looks like a weird youth. Any man that's painting his nails and like doing his hairstyles in certain ways, like you just have to be wary of him. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll never victim blame at all, never. But women, sometimes you have to judge the book by its cover. Like, if the man looks like a weird youth, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be a weird youth. He's gonna ask you to do weird things.
Okay, but she's teen.
That's what I was just about to say.
How good is your judgment at teen, bro? Like,
you ain't got no judgment, man. They shouldn't even be in the situation, to be honest.
No, that is true because he was very like it is predatorial.
Yeah, even though their age difference was like 5 years,
bro. 13 is high school, right?
Yeah, I just know where you're taking this.
Okay.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. But a lot of these times, these younger girls be going for these older guys. Oh, and this is not this situation. This is not this situation because I'm not victim blaming at all. What the guy did was disgusting. There are younger women. Oh, he drives. The guys in my grade don't drive. The guys in my grade don't have no money. This guy who's in college could come pick me up and drive me. You know what I mean? So like,
he's lit. He's a lit rapper on TikTok.
That too.
And perhaps like maybe we can kind of bring the accountability not just to the 13-year-old girl or whatever, but like her parents for kind of not showing her that, look, you're 13 years old right now. Older guys, they're predatory guys. We're going to try to lure you in with status, money, fame, things that like maybe aren't even that impressive, but like you're 13. So like be very aware. At the same time, you're right. Those grade 9 girls, they'll go for like grade 12s, first year universities, and it's like almost common.
Yeah.
And he's a TikTok viral star. So it's kind of like it probably made it easier. But a lot of these, I want to say like borderline micro influencers, like they use their status or their clout to lure in young underage girls.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's for just their own purpose. Sometimes it is for trafficking, you know? Like
a lot of let's make content together. And like you think it's innocent, but then now you're in this man's crib. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not that hard to impress a young girl. It's like you take her to Red Lobster. It's just like the best date she's ever been on.
She's a kid, bro.
Exactly.
And you know, the thing is, even if he's not guilty for the M, even though like I don't know how they're not gonna, he's not arrested, so I don't know about that. But like he's still guilty for the
PDF thing,
the PDF stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they gotta get him on something. He's not gonna just be gone clear and just be on the stage next because he's still been performing.
No, he canceled his tour.
Yes, recently.
Yeah.
But while when the news broke of the murder,
he was still
performing, doing the casket thing.
He had a casket on stage.
Yes.
And then fans would write letters and put them in the casket.
Yes.
And that's why I say when mans are weird, you just have to look at them as weird. Oh, he's not different. He's not artistic. He's a
creep.
Weirdo, like
he's a disgusting creep, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you're clear to the M, you didn't put the girl in the trunk, dismembered on top of that, right? You didn't put her in the trunk and all that. You were still with her, fam. We need to get some time out of you.
Apparently, he has he names her in certain songs.
Yes,
he has a song dedicated to her that leaked.
Yes,
the tattoo is crazy. Like the tattoo, it's like he was probably like that's like manipulating her. It's like, yo, you're like the love of my life. Let's get these tattoos. He got like this little ass tattoo.
Do you guys think that like he kind of orchestrated all this to
go viral?
Like just to have that legendary status off rip, like there's a whole like lore behind his career.
It'll maybe, but like it's not really future proof because okay, you might have that lore, but now you're in jail. You lost your freedom.
Yeah.
And then if you go to jail and like they find out that like what you and then like emmed her, like good luck. Like
yeah, the only way that this can work is if he finds a way that he can come out on the other side free. Like all of this happened like Tekashi. He had all this wild lore around him and all of this accusations and stuff like that. But he didn't get locked up for it, and he came out free and then continued his career. Like the stuff when it came with the underage girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now, if this guy Dave goes away for a space of time, it's done, bro. Like all of this was just so you can go do your time.
You're right, and
you know what I'm saying.
Just to add on to what you said about Tekashi, he was saying that when Bad Baby was younger, all these rappers were smashing her while she was underage.
Yeah,
so I mean, it's just like a common thing, I guess.
Rappers are nasty, bro.
So Wagwan, man, I'm never. No, I'm joking.
No.
But listen, man, salute to the family of the young lady. Let's not get ourselves canceled. Even though I got a next topic here, and we have to tread lightly when it comes to this, I'm realizing.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready, ready for the road. Oh,
Okay, especially now I got that strike the other day.
No, I'm ready to
scared.
talk about this.
Okay, but be careful.
Zarly Kirk to the rescue.
Okay, I don't have my glasses on, so I don't see what
Okay,
it
so
says.
cancel culture is back. This is why I had this titled, all right?
Oh, with the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Yes, Jimmy Kimmel got friggin' knocked off of the friggin' off of CBS or wherever he's on. I think ABC. Right?
Good riddance.
And let me see if I can pull up the joke. I wish I There's a little bit deeper to this though, because they're saying it's not just the joke. There's other things that are going on in the background as far as the why he got let go.
With the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes.
DJ Khaled
He's at
ass
the fourth
answer.
stage of grief, construction. Demolition.
Okay, so that's what they said got him canceled.
Yeah.
Right? The FCC went and asked for him to get taken off the air or something like that. I don't know. You have more details on this than our political correspondent here?
I think, yes, they asked, the FCC got involved, but I think there was another purchase of the company that does the show or something.
Yes.
And then that's when they let him go. I'm not too sure about that aspect of it.
And what I understand from it is he's not let go, he's just like suspended indefinitely.
Yeah.
So like he just has to do an apology to Kirk's family and do a donation, and then they'll let him back, quote unquote.
Yeah, they got to donate to his foundation.
But he's still getting paid.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, here's what I want to say, because I think everyone on the right was like very happy about this because Jimmy Kimmel is a big spewer of leftist propaganda. Not just this moment, but anytime there's something to do with Trump, he's getting those liberal laughs. And obviously he's not the main writer on his show. Like people write these monologues for him. But I think because the right doesn't really get these cancel opportunities too much, they jumped on it, but it's still violating that freedom of speech principle that everyone will stand for. So while his comment was insensitive at best, and even the Trump aspect after, I thought it was kind of funny. Like when he was like the construction aspect or whatever. I think we should still fight for his right to be able to say what he wants to say, just as much as we fight for the right for those on the other side to, not get canceled.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I think, if you really believe in freedom of speech. However, now that you're kind of criticizing the president and that's kind of leading to you getting canceled, that's like dangerous territory, because now you're getting into a more of like an authoritarian kind of
dictatorships.
Yeah, where it's like that's some, like in Turkey, that's some ish that like you might go to jail for if you openly talk about like the prime minister.
Yeah,
like that,
North Korea, same shit.
Yeah, so maybe Trump is trying to kind of send a message to the leftist media infrastructure that like, look, I've been allowing you guys have been canceling, but like you're talking about Charlie, you're talking about me. You don't have to be here right now.
Okay, that's kind of like what Obama was saying, that like, oh, we don't want to impede on anybody's free speech rights and stuff. But when Obama and Biden and all those mans were president, they were getting enough people canceled, bro. All the conservative voices got canceled. Look how many people lost their shows, lost their YouTubes, lost their revenues, no monetization. Don Cherry said something the other day, they got him out of here. So like,
that's true. That was a while back.
And that what he said is not even crazy. Like that's what everyone says now.
You know what I mean? So like, I just feel like because he's liberal, that's why everyone is like trying to fight for his spot, But when the right wing mans get canceled, it's like, oh yeah, pitchfork, send him to the grave.
Yeah, there's less publicity when that happens. Let me show you all something before we continue this conversation, because he never got canceled, but this happened once upon a time.
Oh god, this is a tough watch.
Yeah, 2002.
Sometime at night, Carmichael look up in sky and say, "What the hell going on up there? Do UFO live on other planet, phoning home like ET?" Carmichael read on TV about white people getting deducted by aliens, sticking all kind of hell up their butt, and that's a.
Right. So this is a skit from 2002, and
who's that?
This
Jimmy
is
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel as Karl Malone with blackface on, right? Now, a lot of times they'll go and pull old content. This is what happens in these days and times. Now you're canceled. They never canceled him for this, but now they're canceling him?
They didn't cancel him for this because he is still like a voice for their side. So they are very selective in their outrage.
This is why I'm showing that.
Yeah, they are very selective in their outrage, and it's pretty evident right now. And I think the right should also not employ these methods of being selective with their outrage. If you're upset that someone like Charlie Kirk or like these other right people were being silenced, you should also be upset that Jimmy Kimmel is not able to make a joke about the president.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't even think they counted him because of that comment. I think it's more business why they wanted to get him out.
I agree.
But if it was for the comment, I don't think it's because he showed the clip of the president. I think it's because he said MAGA people are trying to paint the picture that basically Jimmy Kimmel was saying that the shooter was MAGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how far we could go with this, but like, I feel like him just saying that is like, it's very political, to be on like national television and say, oh, you know what I'm trying to say?
They ran with what the Trump clip, the rest of it, of him saying all of the other stuff, but they never really said, they never ran with what he said before he played the clip.
Exactly.
Because that's what he said before he played the clip.
And I think that is like a dangerous characterization of the incident. They are saying the shooter was MAGA, but then I'm also hearing the shooter was with liberal. A transgender and a liberal. And then I'm also hearing that he was like some agent for like the bigger whatever, So we don't know. I just think it was an insensitive comment. And I think the left is kind of unaware of the family aspect of it. Like whether you agree with Charlie Kirk or not, like there are people mourning his death.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why when people diss people's dads, we're kind of like, yo, like chill, bro. Like there's someone's mom. This is someone, like there's aunties that are like, every time you talk about this, it hurts them or whatever, So I think that insensitivity he should be accountable for. But I also think Kai Cenat single-handedly is like killing the late night industry. I think that method, that format has rendered late night overpriced. Like it's so expensive to run a late night show with all the writers, all the staff, all the production.
Yeah.
And like the conversations you're having aren't real conversations. They're usually formulaic, scripted.
Yeah.
There's not really commercials that you have to witness when you're doing the Kai Cenat stuff. It's just real, raw, uncut. You your favorite celebrity for an hour and a half just talking.
Or you can just watch the clip.
Exactly. And and the cost is way less, and that's what the kids are actually watching. People don't open their TVs like, oh shoot, it's 10 o'clock, Jimmy Kimmel's on. Like that doesn't happen anymore. So,
and what you said about their overhead has been the main issue that they've been having with Jimmy Kimmel. The last guy who just got canceled the other day, Stephen Colbert. Like these shows are super expensive to produce, man.
Yeah, and you look at the ones that are kind of surviving. Conan O'Brien, he does like a podcast now. Who's the other one? Jon Stewart. He has like lower overhead for his productions. He's able to just do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So I think we're just witnessing a format change, and this might have just been an excuse to save them millions of dollars every year.
Yeah, that's what it looked like more to me, man. Even though like it's been guised in the way of cancel culture, I think it was just like a business move.
Because isn't there like some new company that's trying to like take them over, but in order to get the deal done, they didn't want Jimmy Kimmel to be a part of the staff anymore, or something like that?
I heard something like that on, I think, on Van Lathan's podcast. So yeah, there's a lot more going on than, oh, you said something about Charlie Kirk and we canceled you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But listen, man, salute. I don't know if I could salute Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not.
Man,
really
he
a
hasn't
big
been
fan.
funny in years. Like, I don't know who. Like, just before we get off this topic, like, who do you think are the best like late night talk show hosts? Because I don't like Jimmy Fallon like that either. Like,
I don't like any of them, bro. They're all trash to me.
Did I like any? Yeah, I don't think I liked any.
Conan was my favorite.
Conan was actually good.
Yeah.
I like Stephen Colbert as well. Actually, I think he's pretty thoughtful.
I like daytime television, like Montel and those type of man.
Montel even Trevor Noah had like his little run.
That show is
big up Steve Wilkos.
Steve Wilkos.
I used to like that show too, man.
Steve Wilkos a real one.
Yeah.
You did what to her? And then he starts folding that you're irate.
Get to it, bro.
Comment down below your favorite late night or daytime talk show hosts.
Yeah, man. I got a couple more topics here. Just quick, fast. I want to give a salute to NorthSideBenji. He just dropped his new album. What is the name of his album?
House of Lancaster.
Is he getting more play over there?
He gets plays there. Well, it's only one girl, but like every time she does a set, there's like 2 NorthSideBenji songs on it.
He has a cult fan base, and like, let me see what his monthly listeners are still at 367,000, which is crazy. All right, his new album is Misery Loves Company. All right, go look out for that right now. It is how many songs? 17 songs. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, so
damn. One of the songs, Running Game, has 1.5 million.
Yeah, that song's from before. It came out a while back.
Yes.
Right. So that's a big tune too, man. But Nav's on it. Nate Smalls, No Cap.
This one fly has been terrorizing this whole podcast.
Tory Lanez is on the album. So yeah, go make sure to check that out.
Good features.
Can you go down to? Can you? I just want to see the okay. Northside Record Ltd. exclusively distributed by EJ Distro. So this is completely independent.
Yes, independent.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to give a heads up as far as like some new music out there. I know people are like, yo, you guys a hip hop podcast? Like, we talk about rappers.
The guy's like, here's a little hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? So in your phone right now. Getting back to non-hip hop, I'm playing. But yeah, it still has something to do with our rappers and stuff. The 3 strikes rule. They're thinking about bringing a 3 strikes rule, or at least, the conservative government. Let me play some of this here.
After 10 years of liberal soft on crime policy, violent crime is up 50%. Assaults up 75%, gun crime up 116%. Just about everybody in this country is demanding bail reform, and yet the Liberals block it at every turn. Every single day, they delay more. Gangsters and repeat offenders are dumped back on our streets to victimize innocent Canadians. Why are Liberals obstructing, fixing the broken bail system, and choosing to shield dangerous criminals rather than protecting Canadian families? Why don't they do something about it today?
Valid question.
Speaker, with respect to my honourable colleague, I'm sure she knows that we are moving forward with bail reform legislation that will be tabled in the House this fall. I had the opportunity yesterday to connect with a number of my critics, including the Conservative critic, to discuss items of mutual concern.
Now public safety minister actually actually said during the election that bail wasn't a problem, and the Justice Minister, who just answered that question, ridiculed Canadians with his Twitter hot takes. After years of headlines about violent offenders released again and again in our streets, the Liberals are obstructing a real solution right now to fixing bail. On Monday, they have a chance to vote for the 3 strikes you're outlaw, to end repeat violent offenders being churned out onto the streets. Do they really think Canadians should wait for the next murder, the next assault, or the next victim? Act now.
Let's go. Okay, no, I don't know if I agree with her. Let me see what you guys think. 3 strikes? You down with it?
Lock them up, get them out of here. They've been wilding. Bro, I seen a headline the other day. Canada's most wanted man only sentenced to 9 years.
Jesus Christ.
We're weak.
Wait, hold on. The most wanted man. M's out 9 years. Either he had the best lawyers or I don't know what was going on. But when I seen that headline, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the 3 strikes, though.
Yeah, and that's just to give some, I guess that would be the same thing that they have in Los Angeles or in California, where it's like you have 2 violent offenses, and if you catch a 3rd one, it could be a small thing. You're out of here for life.
Yes, but I think the problem with the 3-strike rule when it was implemented in those places is that you'd have 2 major crimes, and then they get you for something small on the 3rd one, and now you're doing like a lot of time for this small crime because of your past, right?
Yeah.
So I think it has to be
what's
nuanced.
a small violent crime, though?
No, it would be like, it wouldn't even be a small violent crime. Like, it would be like 2 violent crimes, and then they got caught stealing or something. And then it's like, because it was their 3rd strike, they'd go for like a longer time than they normally
and
would.
let me also pull it back a bit. I don't know if that only means for violent crimes for us over here too. I don't know shit.
I don't think it's just violent crimes.
I'm for it if it's like the crimes have to be a certain caliber. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree.
So, because in California, like, could be 2 violent crimes, and then you get caught stealing a freaking car that nobody was in, but then you just go away for life.
Yeah.
But maybe you shouldn't be stealing cars.
No, I want to say, if you know you already have 2 strikes, then that's on you, broski. Like, a lot of people be playing stupid games, and then when they win the biggest stupid prize, they're confused and surprised.
How about when Meek Mill? Remember Meek Mill? Like, he popped a wheelie or something, but that was like his 3rd strike or something.
Yes.
And then he did like a stupid amount of time for that.
Well, they wanted him to do the duration of what his probation was going to be for, right? Like, he had gotten a
Oh, he was on probation.
He was on probation for what they...
I think that changes things.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, now no more probation for you, bro. You popped a wheelie. It might be small, but like, we ain't giving you no more chances, bro. I understand that the judge was being a little bit harsh on him, but from my conservative thinking kind of ways, sometimes I'm like, bro, we gave you chances. Don't fuck up, bro, even if it's a wheelie.
I agree. I think as long as, because I agree with the 3 strikes rule because it still gives people the chance to reform. And if you show that you are a continuously repeated offender, then yeah, maybe you got to take a break from society for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to like function in like the legal society.
Yeah. Look what happened. What was it? Oregon or whatever, that woman that was on the bus and she got M'd.
Yeah, the Ukrainian lady, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was messed up.
They said he was a repeat offender, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 strikes might have worked for him, right? What strike would he have been on? He would have been probably past 3 strikes, so he should have been gone from time.
But what if it's only 2 strikes and your 2nd strike is an M? Like, remember that kid that's stabbed the lady in Richmond Hill, the Persian lady, the young kid.
That's his 1st strike, I think.
No, he was just a couple weeks back. He got arrested for stealing a car or whatever.
So that would be like, let's say his 2nd strike.
That was his, but,
for what we know.
Yeah, but imagine it was like they had handled it better before. Maybe if he was locked up, that wouldn't have happened.
So you're saying 1 strike, no, give him the 2nd chance.
I almost feel like 2 strikes is like, yeah, because like that 2nd strike could be an M or a mass shooting or something. It's
2
like,
strikes is crazy.
I need to call Jordana in here, bro. She might have to help us out here because I feel like the things that you're saying, and me too, she would have answers to push back onto why we're getting a little bit too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and
because there is also like being wrongfully convicted. There's things like even being wrongfully accused, and then like now you have a whole strike because maybe you're racially profiled, maybe like certain circumstances, you know what I mean?
Or you couldn't afford a good lawyer.
Exactly. Yeah. And just for context, I just said her name, Jordana. Jordana Goldlist, she's a criminal defense lawyer. She usually has a lot of great points of why we are going a little bit too deep off the deep end. Because I think around the table is kind of the consensus is like, all right, we're tired of you guys. Lock you up and get out of
3
here.
strikes. I think 3 strikes is fair.
Yeah, but you went down to 2.
But because there are examples where it's like they allow you the first time and the second time is even more heinous than the first.
Yeah.
You know, it almost incentivizes people. It's like, oh, I got arrested. It was fine.
Yeah, but
you know, like
I just feel like we're so like, I don't know, like over it. You know what I'm saying?
I think because the liberal laws became so lax.
Yeah.
Like it kind of changed the culture and dynamic. I'm not going to say in the whole of Canada because I don't know the whole of Canada, but at least in Toronto and the GTA, I noticed the rise in crime and stuff. Like I noticed, I'm not going to say I personally am noticing all these rise in violence, but like when you just go through Twitter or TikTok and like you see the stories, you know what I mean? Like, and with the influx of people coming from other backgrounds and cultures, you know, they are bringing different vibes, you know what I mean? In other countries are not so respectful towards women as we are.
Bro, I've seen some carjacking shit the other day, and then there's listen, bro.
Yo, they're gun.
You gotta talk about one country.
Yo, okay, well, no, we'll talk about the carjacking. Yo, the YNs are gun butting the grandma, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
No, and they posted some pictures of some carjacking mans from Brampton the other day, and it was, you know, something Jeet and something whatever, right?
Nah, they be wild.
Fam, the other day, a man had this like card reader and he was able to steal like this car keys information and just took bare money out of a next man's car. And he was like, I think he's from here. He's just like a younger dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, carjacking for some reason has gone up. Like it might be the technology aspect, but when I was growing up, it was like a rare to hear like, oh, like carjacking. Like you'd hear about some mans that could like actually just what is it, hot wire a car?
Yeah.
But now it's like every day.
I would say like, well, for me, like 2007 to like 2013, maybe even a little bit before that, mans had the master keys and stuff. So taking whips was like every man was doing it because they would have either like the Honda master key or like the Nissan one. And you go, because it's a master key, like any kind of car that is this make and model, you could take it.
That's too easy.
You know what I mean? So mans were going crazy with that. But then the method died. So I didn't really hear much about it. But now, yeah, it's rampant again.
Damn.
Yeah, so are we all agreeing that 3 strikes is fair, or are we gonna increase it to 5?
Nah. 3 strikes. I'm here for 3 still.
Baseball.
Yeah, I'm okay with 3 strikes also, man. I'm not mad at it. But like I said, if we can get like Jordana to come in, I'm gonna have to holler at her and get her back in here because she might be able to pull us off the deep end and just be like, tell us why that might be a little bit too crazy.
And by the way, it's not like the 3rd strike, you're like in for life. You're just not gonna get bail, right?
Yeah, no bail.
Yeah,
no bail.
That's
okay, and I'll cook her, bro. She's gonna come with some liberal things and some facts and stuff. Right now, I mean,
I don't look at her as a lib. I just look at her as somebody. She's always there for bail reform, and
because she's trying to she literally defends criminals.
She defends criminals for a living,
this
of course.
This also helps that.
She's obviously gonna be pro criminal. No, I'm joking.
It is part of the bottom line.
She needs
still.
business. No, I'm joking. Shout out to Jordana. She's actually really well spoken as well.
Yeah. I think we could wrap it up here, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.